Well, Nev, you are going to become my best friend because you're going to explain a lot to me what to do once we receive the next stimulus check. But I also have friends who have been holding on to their last stimulus check because they don't know what's going to go on. So, what are we supposed to do here? What's supposed to happen with these checks that we get?
So we're getting the checks, and the government hopefully wants us to go out and spend them. But I'm saying that might not be the best way to do it. I think there's various things we could do with it. One, let's pay off some high-interest credit card debt if we have it, because that could be killing us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you just said right there, paying off some debt. And a lot of people are like, well, I'm out of work. What do I do? But everybody has to realize those debts still continue on with them, right?
Right. And if you're not out of work and if they've suspended your student loans and you don't have to make a payment and they're looking to suspend them even longer, if you make your full payment now, you could get way ahead of the game, because then 100% of your payment now is going to pay off the money you owe and not going to interest.
All right. I've been sitting here watching the stock market. I've been seeing it go down. I see it's been going up and stuff. Should I take some of that money and invest in stock or somewhere?
Like, every time is a great time to invest in the market if and only if you're in it for the long run. All right, I think if you try to time the market and say, I think the market's down today and up tomorrow, you're going to lose. But if you can invest for the long run, I'm talking 10 years plus, you're going to be okay.
So, all right.
Full disclaimer. Past returns are no future proof, or whatever they say.
But full disclaimer, you don't want that. So I like having this conversation with you because it's very important that we have these conversations regarding money, especially with the small businesses not knowing what's going on. What do you recommend for them?
Well, small businesses, here's what I say. I work with a lot of small business clients, and I say you got to put your business through what I call the business stress test. And what you do, you list all your expenses, all the expenses you have, and then you list all the types of recurring money you have coming in, income you're going to have coming in, and you look to see, is it positive? If it's negative. If it's positive, great. If it's negative, how much cash you have in the bank, and how many months you could go in that current situation, assuming you're going to get no new clients. And that's the most important number a small business could have.
All right, what about loans? I'm seeing there's a lot of different companies offering loans out there for people who are out of work and also for business and stuff. What do you think? What do you recommend, or what do you think of those?
Well, I think some of the loans were better than the other loans. I mean, if you're getting, if you could qualify for that loan that was completely forgivable, heck yeah, take that all day long. If you there was one that was at 1% interest rate for a long period of time, yeah, that's a great loan. But you really want to be careful, because with all these loans out there, you're going to have some less reputable companies trying to push some loans on people that may be not in their best interest. The government programs have been very good to this point.
Let me ask you this. So some people have gotten the child extra money in that stimulus check. Some of them actually went and opened accounts for their kids to have some money going for them. Is that something smart to do? Is that the best way to use some of that money?
Well, so if we've covered the things, we've paid off our high interest debt, we've paid off our, we don't have any student loans, we don't have any of that stuff going on, we can start a retirement fund for our kids. You could, as long as they don't make like over $600, you could put a portion of that money away, and it could grow the interest on that money will be tax free. So it could be a great idea. But let's just have every other thing in place before we start going down that route.
And I know you have a lot more tips for us. How can we find out more about, of course, Nev Harris?
So I'm nev.harris, basically on all the social platforms. I have a website, nevharris.com. We give tons of free financial advice away there.
Perfect. I like it. Nev, thank you very much.
Sure. It was a pleasure.